Hey, it's meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen with the 9 News Weather Impact Team taking a look at your forecast for Monday, and we're going to trade the heat for some hail. Here's a severe thunderstorm risk. Now, we do have a level 1. That's the yellow shaded area there. That's a level 2 threat out here on the eastern plains. And then there is a little marginal threat around the outside of that. So what's going to happen is these severe thunderstorms are going to start or pop right across the I-25 corridor and then move out to the eastern plains. So if you live on the Front Range, those initial few hours between about 3 and 5 o'clock, you really have to pay attention to those storms to see where they end up and how close they end up to the population here. Futurecast showing a pretty big, most likely a severe thunderstorm very close to the Front Range here, very close to Denver International Airport. So that doesn't show you the exact spot that it'll form, but it kind of gives you an idea of the probability for proximity to the Front Range. So watch for hail initially and possibly a few land spout tornadoes as those initial storms just suck up that spinning air across the terrain of the Front Range. And then they'll move out onto the eastern plains between about 4 and 6. We'll see some strong to severe thunderstorms, and those could go all the way until about 10 o'clock, maybe even a strong storm after 10 o'clock. So it'll be a busy day across the radar page for tomorrow. The good news is we'll take a little break from those 90s after 2 consecutive 90-degree days here in Denver. Likely not going to make it to 90 before those thunderstorms start to show up. Eastern plains have to wait a little bit longer for the storms, so they could see a little bit of heat tomorrow. The heat will come with some elevated fire conditions out on the western slope. So we have a red flag fire weather warning in place. Those are the pink shaded areas right there, all the way through the day on Monday, and then all the way through the day on Tuesday. Out here across the Front Range and Northeast Plains, we'll take a small break from the fire weather on Monday, but right back into it on Tuesday. That's why we have a fire weather watch in place. So we're going to have to watch for record heat and fire danger on Tuesday. Here's Monday's outlook detailed. We have critical fire weather on the western slope, a big swath of elevated fire weather through the mountains close to the Front Range. But this little spot right here, that is a dry lightning threat there. So the storms could have very little rain and some gusty winds and some ground strikes tomorrow. So that's another concern beyond the possibility of some severe weather across the Front Range. Only a 25% chance to actually get any measurable rain. So that shows you that these storms will be isolated, but just keep in mind those isolated storms could have some hail in them. And then Tuesday, the record is 95 in Denver. Our forecast is 94, so we're going to be very close to record heat with that fire danger on Tuesday. The temperatures stay above normal all the way through the end of the week. Until we get to the weekend, it looks like we will have a cooler storm system moving through with a potential for some thunderstorms each afternoon, Saturday and Sunday. That's a look at your forecast. Thanks for tuning in. I hope y'all have a real nice week.